Hi boys and girls, it's Miss Ciancia wanting to wish you guys a happy St. Patrick's Day. And today for story time, we are going to read What Leprechauns Do by E. Bunting and illustrated by Emely Arnold McCully. The three leprechauns sat under the chestnut tree. Ari looked up at the cloud-filled sky. "It's coming," he said, "and there's work to be done." Boo and Cole put on their red shoes and their caps and strapped their backpacks to their backs. "We're ready," Boo said. "But why is it always us that has to put the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow? Especially since not a single soul ever finds it," Cole added. Ari looked from one of them to the other. "Don't be asking," he said. "It's Leprechaun's duty, so it is. And fellows, remember, it's coming, so there'll be no time for mischief along the way." Mischief is another word for trouble. They walked in line, the one in front of the other one behind. "No mischief along the way," they chanted. Now, I want you to stop and think. What will happen in the story? Will our leprechauns find mischief? But when they go to Ballybunion's farm, they saw Mrs. Ballybunion's cow, Pansy, standing in the field. Ari whipped out the little bottle of red paint he kept in his backpack for leprechaun business. He ran to Pansy. "Stand still, my lovely," he told her, and he painted her hoofs scarlet red. Pansy looked down. "Pretty," she said. "Imagine Mrs. Ballybunion's face when she comes to milk you," Ari shouted. He, Boo, and Cole rolled over and over in the grass, laughing. "She'll think I've been to a dance." Pansy did a couple of small hops and steps to demonstrate. The leprechauns clapped and whistled. "We'd be delighted to join you in a waltz or two," Ari exclaimed. "But we're in desperate hurry." "I thought there was no mischief along the way," Boo reminded them. It looks like our leprechaun friends found mischief along the way. Remember what they did first, because we're going to go over the story. Sure, but I couldn't help myself. Mischief's what leprechauns do," Ari said, "along with our more important duty." He glanced up at the tatters of clouds in the sky. "And we better not delay, for we delayed enough already." But as they were passing old Jamie Bradley's house, they saw Jamie's gray woolen long johns spread out to dry on his hawthorn hedge. See the long johns? Those are pants, worn underpants. Now, what do you think they're going to do? The leprechauns looked at each other and grinned. Quick as a cat pounce, they ran across the hedge and stood one on top of the other and the other on top of him. Ari reached up and tied the two long john legs together in a tight knot. They almost fell off each other. They laughed so hard. It would be great all together to stay and watch old Jamie trying to put his legs into those, Boo said. "But it'll be a month of Sundays before they're dry, and we've got no time to waste." They took a few minutes to somersault across Liam McGabe's garden. There was a yellow tennis ball in the middle of the road, and they rolled it along with them as they went. Miss Murphy's hen, Britty, clucked at them from behind her gate. "Britty," Ari said, "would you be doing us a favor? Could we trundle this ball up to your nest so you could sit on it for us? It'll be a great joke on Miss Murphy when she comes out to gather your eggs." Oh, those silly leprechauns. Britty put her head to one side. "It's not going to be easy sitting on that, but the three of you were so good to me, scaring that fox away from my hen house last night. I'll do it." Cole stretched up and patted her wing. "Thank you, Britty." They squeezed themselves through the gate and tumbled the ball with them. Then they heaved it up into Britty's nest. She gave a trial sit on it. "I'll be sore underneath myself for a week," she grumbled. "But the thought of Miss Murphy's face when she sees I've laid a yellow ball will be worth it." "Won't that be all?" Cole gasped. "The three of you can't help making mischief, can you?" Britty said. "That's what leprechauns do," Ari told her. "Along with our more important duties." He stopped. "Is that a spitting of wet I feel?" "Tis," Boo stared up at the sky where the sun was flickering through heavy clouds. A thin, cool rain had started to fall. "Hurry, hurry," Ari ordered. "It's come. We can't be late." They pulled their green slickers from their backpacks and settled their caps low to their ears. It's St. Patrick's Day, and the rain is beginning. Did it rain today? Anybody seen them racing along the road would have taken for 3 green leaves, but they were leprechauns and they had work to do. "Get them out, get them ready," Ari said. They took their little spades from their backpacks. Then they stopped for a minute to look up at the rainbow. Blue and green and yellow and pink that was arched across half the sky. "There it is," Ari said with satisfaction. "Come on." Here is our beautiful rainbow. That's where they had to get to. They dashed across Patty Whacker's bog, found the place there where they kept the pot of gold buried for just such a rainbow occasion, and dug it up. Ari stood in the middle of the bog. "Here," he said. The three of them placed the pot of glittering gold in just the right spot and watched the rainbow curve itself all the way down till it ended on the top of the pot. Here's our pot of gold and our rainbow coming right into it. The leprechauns settled themselves to wait. They tootled some grass stalk music, threw raindrops at each other, and ate the roast hips they brought for snacks. They waited long, but nobody came. Once again, nobody came. "You'd think somebody would find it," Cole complained. "Somebody will, someday," Ari said. "Maybe we should put up a sign," Boo suggested. "Pot of gold, this way." No, Ari said. "That's not how it's done." There's a bit of magic to the finding, and a bit of luck, and a bit of imagination too. That gold's waiting for just the right person. The rain had stopped. The sun went behind the clouds. The rainbow shortened itself, then, boop, disappeared. No use waiting any longer. Cole took off his cap and wrung the wet out of it. If we hurry, we could be in time to see Miss Murphy discovered Britty's big yellow egg, he said. Boo laughed. Won't that be a great thing to see? All right, then, Ari said. We'll put a rush on this. They buried the pot of gold again in its usual place. Ari patted the smooth down bog dirt. Don't worry, Pop, he whispered. We'll be back to get you on the next rainbow day. Now we're off again to see what new mischief we can find. For besides our important duties, that's what leprechauns do. Here is Miss Murphy. I don't think she was very happy finding that tennis ball in the nest. So now, as we read, remember we want to think of some questions. Who was in the story? Who are our characters? What is the story about? And how did the story end? Make sure that you take a few minutes to discuss this with either a parent or a sibling. Until tomorrow, have a great St. Patrick's Day.